the water would move something like this. If it's dark and there is no storm, then what will that be like? Well, the physical experience would not change much since you're still in the water, but the visual aspect of it could be quite different. In this video, we'll see what it's like during the day and night on the water world. What will it be like during the day and during the night? What about the water? Is it fresh? Is it thicker? Let's dive straight into this video and experience it all. No pun intended. If you have seen my previous videos, you will have heard of the ExoPlanet GJ1214b, the water world. 40 light years away, it's between the size of Earth and Neptune and has a gravity of 0.91 g, which is very close to Earth's gravity. Okay, so that's good. The gravity is just a little lower than Earth's. That's pretty good. But hold on. Little did we know that the surface temperature of this planet is, on average, 200 degrees Celsius, or 392 degrees Fahrenheit. Now wait, isn't that like boiling hot? Yes. Then how can there be so much water on this planet? Wouldn't the water just evaporate and leave a dry planet behind? Well, it should, but it doesn't. I won't go too far into this, as I've already discussed this in my other video, Visiting the Water World. Now, a planet or celestial body having water on it isn't really new. We have a few moons in our solar system already with water on it. But this planet is special because A, it is very, very large, and B, the entire surface could be covered in water. And we have yet to see or visit a planet like that. If we were to visit this planet and live on it, how will that work? Well, there's no single solution to this question, which is why I'm making this video. This discussion can be carried on for a very, very long time, but here's my take on it. First of all, imagine being on the surface of a water planet and the temperature outside is 200 degrees Celsius. Well, isn't that crazy? To stay safe in these harsh temperatures, extremely well-made heat-resistant suits will be needed for this mission. And if that cannot work, then we need to be in some sort of a vehicle or spacecraft the entire time to prevent from being burned outside. Take a look at this impression of the planet. Blue sky, blue water. Now obviously it won't look exactly like this. This is just an example for your viewing pleasure. It would be amazing though to get real photos and videos on this planet, but we can't. It's 40 light years away. Anyways, back to the water world. Is the water actually water? It can't be. It shouldn't be. Why? Because 100% pure water would not behave like this in these conditions. This water may have actual water molecules in it, yes, but there has got to be other things in it too. It has been speculated that the water on this planet is actually much thicker than your usual water on Earth. If so, then the water would move something like this. Slowly, and barely any splashing or crashing of waves. It looks kind of relaxing, to be honest. If the water is thicker than normal water here on Earth, then swimming on it would be a huge issue. You would need to put so much more effort into moving that you'll run out of energy way before you expect it. Now, this water is probably not as thick as honey, but imagine swimming in honey. It may be fun for a minute, but then you'll soon realize the huge mistake you have made. Yeah, that's not so fun. I forgot to mention the depth of the water. We don't know for sure, although it is possible for some places on the surface to be shallow and other places to be extremely deep. It has been speculated that the deepest part of the ocean is about 145 times deeper than the Mariana Trench here on Earth. That makes it a whopping 1,600 kilometers deep. But that's the extreme. On average, the water will not be that deep. Now picture this. If you were in the water with your head sticking out, what would you see? Water. Sorry, okay, that's all I can really say. You'll see nothing but water and the sky. Kind of relaxing, but also terrifying at the same time. This planet just seems to be playing with our feelings now, isn't it? Is there any solid parts to the planet? Well, if you're thinking about the surface, there may be. Probably very small solid pieces of rock and land here and there, but nothing much. And that's being generous. There's a chance that this planet has zero land on it, so don't expect any of this. Now, What if you put your head under the water and look down below? Well, don't be alarmed, but the view wouldn't be too pleasant. Imagine just seeing water below you getting darker and darker and darker. Just a huge void of water and only water. Nothing else. Now that is pretty nerve-wracking. So we've seen what it would be like during the day, with light everywhere. Now let's imagine it's sunset and it's starting to get dark outside. Assuming you have a suit that is on you, protecting you from the temperatures and the water, this is what it would be like. We would get a beautiful coloring arrangement around the water and skies as the star starts to set. Yeah, that's not good. At any point, it is possible for a severe rainstorm and thunderstorm to happen. And if it is dark outside while this happens, then good luck to you. If it's not completely dark out, that's still bad, but it's not as bad as nearly pitch black outside. If it's dark and there is no storm, then what will that be like? Well, the physical experience would not change much since you're still in the water, but the visual aspect of it could be quite different. If there's some light, either from a nearby moon or some light coming from your spacecraft or your spacesuit, then you'll probably have quite a sight. To some, this would be beautiful, but to others, maybe not so much. After all, it is quite alarming to be in the middle of the ocean at night on another planet, covered in your sweat in a suit. Anyway, sorry, I keep making dumb jokes, but this is just crazy. Imagine seeing this beautiful view, and next thing you know, I just can't with this planet. But yeah, any sort of light source would make the water give off this eerie sort of vibe. Does this look relaxing to you or scary? Let me know. Once the star gets back up, the cycle repeats. Well, there's one thing for sure, you will almost never be still due to the water going up and down the entire time. I don't even know what the main reason would be to come to this planet, but if one day humans come here, then oh boy, will they have a treat. So again, I don't see any benefits from this planet, but that would be one way to go. Although this planet is very interesting, special, and also beautiful, it is also one of those planets that would be just best left alone, don't you think? Because I sure think so, and I don't even have aquaphobia. If you've seen Interstellar, for example, and you remember that water world, yeah, good things don't really happen there, even if the water is only knee height. If there's a planet you'd like to know more about, let me know in the comments and I may do a detailed video on it. Thank you for watching.